Today we're making Pineapple Pico de Gallo. Step 1 is how to pick out a pineapple. You want to feel it, give it a nice little squeeze, you should feel a nice slight bounce. From there you want to smell it. A lot of vegetables and fruits, if you smell it, particularly melons and pineapples, you'll get a nice perfume. It'll smell ripe, not too ripe. If you're in the grocery store, or you're in a supermarket, hate to say it, or if you're at your local produce stand, you want to notice that there's no fruit flies swarming your pineapple or any other fruits that you're purchasing. What that does is it ensures freshness. Note to self, fruit flies go after things that have been sitting for a couple of days. You might want to question their freshness if your recipe calls for such. So, today for Pineapple Pico de Gallo, here we go. Start with the pineapple. We have cilantro, red onion, peaches, limes, thyme. I love thyme. That's a very unique flavor that not too many people can pick up on unless they're familiar with it, and it's very enchanting. And then we're cheating, we're going to use piquillo peppers. I use piquillo peppers from a can because they're already fire roasted. They're a hard variety to find where we're at, and they add a nice sweetness to your dish. From here, we're going to take our pineapple, lay it down on its side. I've already removed the top of this piece. Simply going to cut that top piece off and slide it to the side. Add it to our compost pile. Turn to the bottom side of our pineapple. Slice that part off, not to be confused with some of the other stuff we've chosen. This is not the root, this is just the bottom of the pineapple. From here, when we're working with pineapple, we're going to notice that it's not necessarily shaped straight down. It's got a little bulge to it. So when we're taking our knife, we're actually going to hone the side of the pineapple. Simpler than it sounds. Just going to take our knife at an angle, cut down it. We're going to notice that we have a couple of these little spots right here. That's okay. That's going to be our guide where we're going to place the inside of our knife. When I'm cutting down on this pineapple, what I'm looking for is the blade of my knife to cut along the skin, but make sure I get behind those little speckles. Cut down it. Remembering to angle with the pineapple bulges, so we're going to move our knife with the bulge. Great, take our skin, add it to our compost pile. It's just getting larger for that bowl now. And there we have the pit, or we have the round of the pineapple. What we want to do is cut around that. It's going to go straight down. You can actually see it. If you look at it, you'll notice there's a little round spot inside of your pineapple. Not a desirable taste, we're going to leave that out this time. For this particular recipe, we only need that much of the pineapple. You can take this piece, wrap it in plastic wrap, store it for a couple hours, make it in a margarita, or whatever else you like. From here, we're going to cut down along our pineapple, nice even slices. We're looking at 2 per half. You can go more, you can go less, depending on your knife skills and how comfortable you are. But you really want to try to go for even. When you make something that's cut uniform, people notice the attention and detail. It's great. Not a lot of people take the time to do it. That's one of those extra little touches that you get when you go to a restaurant. They take the time. From there, turn it 90 degrees and slice down it. You can either saw, or you can just pull right through. Either way is the right way. There is no wrong way in this case. From there, turn it back. All those little incisions we make, we're going to cut uniform cubes. Perfect. Move those to the side. Come over to our blanched tomatoes. Peel those skins off. Probably cut that part off. lot of people who have allergies or who are allergic to tomatoes, they're not necessarily allergic to the tomato, they're allergic to the seeds. It's a little interesting to remove them. You get a little bit of a different mouth feel, but also people who necessarily can't eat tomatoes might see this relish or salsa that we're making in it. They might be able to actually eat it. Here, take our tomatoes. It's like the pineapple, just nice simple chops. Push them to the side. This is our red onion. All what I'm doing is simply looking at the root and looking at the top, leaving the root attached. We're going to cut that top piece off. Compost, our knife, chopping down that onion, taking our onion and peeling the skin of it off. Feel free to peel that first layer of skin off too. What that does is, if you're not too sure about the origin of your onion, it really ensures that if there is anything sprayed on it, it really guarantees a more pesticide-free onion that you have to work with. Onions aren't really thought of too often as one of the major top 10 pesticides, herbicides, fungicides that you have to look out for, but remember that onions grow on the ground, and if they spray it on the ground, it's living in that for 180 days. It takes 180 days to mature an onion. From here, making simple incisions. Same way as in our cooking demos from before. Basically the same technique for all the vegetables and the fruits that we're using here. Bottom line is cubes. We're looking for uniform cubes. There we have that. Got our lime we'll use for juice. We have peaches for our secret ingredient of the day. These ones come from right down the road. I'm particularly fond of them. A little smaller than most peaches we see, but same sweet, great flavor. By adding peaches to this, we're just adding natural sugars to what we're doing. You can add all kinds of ingredients to your pico de gallo. You don't have to work with just a standard one that we all see in the grocery stores. Feel free to experiment. You have your onions, you have your tomato, cilantro. Add something else to it. Add what makes it different to you. Add something that you think steps out of the box and could be creative. There's no wrong answer with cooking. A couple peaches, a bit of our pineapple, tomato, red onion. We have some cilantro. We're gonna cheat. I have some pre-chopped cilantro we're gonna add to this. It's enough to give it some color. Give it a little spunk. Remember, you can always add more. Take our mixing bowl. Put everything in there that we've done so far. Nice color. Give it a little toss. Taking our lime, cutting our lime in half. Limes don't have seeds, don't have to worry about getting involved with our goodness, wholesome pico. Take our piquillo peppers, which as well are sweet. These are fire roasted. You can find at most any store now. What's great about the food movement is it's a lot easier now to find specialty products that chefs and other cooks used to have to source out. We're taking 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Lining them up. Same cut, same standard chop we've been doing for all of our other produce we've been selecting. Give it a nice little toss. Fresh thyme is one of our secret ingredients. Pineapple I would consider our other secret ingredient. When you're picking thyme, you have the bottom and you have the top. Hold the top with 2 fingers. Gracefully slide down the plant. Very time-consuming process, but it's alright. It's well worth it. Take the time to pick thyme. Here we picked about three sprigs of thyme. A sprig is a little piece. Thyme varies in a bunch of different sizes. Don't worry about it. It's just going to add great flavor. From here, I'm a firm believer in adding salt. If you don't like salt, don't add salt. I'm just going to add a little pinch of salt. Just enough to enhance what we've done so far. Still shaking it up. You'll notice that the sound of this is juice. You can actually hear juice starting to develop. That's normal. That's the acids reacting to everything that we put inside of the bowl. Take a couple cloves of garlic. Very nice. Nice little touch to it. We're going to mince it up though. We're going to chop it as fine as we can. That way we don't have to go over it as many times. If you chop it thicker, you got to go over it more times. Most people don't like a firm bite of garlic, so we're going to make sure we get everything nice and small. Over with our knife a couple of times. Boom, 1 clove that we've added to every piece, to everything we've put together so far. This is what we've created so far. I would call this pico de gallo. If you wanted to add celery hearts to this, you can make a relish. If you wanted to add shaved fennel, you can make another relish. This is great. This is a very versatile ingredients mixture that you can use. You can use this on top of fish. You can use it to dip your chips in. You can use it to stuff a burrito with, chicken wrap. There's countless opportunities and things you can do with this mixture.